Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Friday morning now, so kind of end of the week. Hopefully you had a great week. You're ramping down, you've got done what you wanted, and you're ready for the weekend. So today we're going to talk a little bit about cars, and then we're going to have a business topic. I'm back to having my list. So do a couple things. You've seen the last few have really been car related, getting that Viper track session out to you and getting the Viper prep session out to you. I'm really trying to make good on the promise. I'm going to show you like how these things are done and show you the, gosh, how do I say it, the back side, the behind the curtain side. And tell you, I think the prep time for track racing is much longer than most people want to admit. And maybe it's not the cool side to show people. People only want to show the race time, or maybe they only want to show when they pass people and stuff like that, and I'm trying to show you all around, so hopefully that's come through the last couple of days. So we are doing race school, got registered yesterday, rented a, can you believe this, rented a 1999 Miata purpose-built spec racer. So never done it before, but again, that's a week from tonight, then next Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm on a plane for spring break with my family. So, getting the race videos out, the school videos out might be a week late, we'll see. So give you a Demon update. Our Demon went over 1,000 miles yesterday on the way in. We've been daily driving that thing into the city. I mean, it's amazing how many heads it turns, how many people roll up and roll their window down. They want to talk about it. It's pretty cool. It's got quite a commanding physical presence. But with it being over 1,000 miles, we'll get the brake out. We'll change out the braking oil, and we'll get the new filter and everything on, so it'll be ready for the track. The Demon crate is ordered. It's about 2 weeks out, and I've got a couple things I need to do. We need to get tires on order, and then we need the dealer to put in that racing PCU. So we'll get that done. It might be 3-4 weeks before we put the Demon out on the track in angry mode, ready to learn. So guys, the one thing I want to talk to you about today from a business perspective, and part of what's been happening with how I dress, is the concept of entropy. Okay, that's a stupid word. Comes from chemistry, comes from physics, but in this context, it's a really easy definition. Entropy is the gradual decline into disorder. The gradual decline into disorder. We all experience it. It's just, it's a natural trait, and one of the toughest things to do is really get good. It's even harder to stay good. Once you're great and you're on top of the game, it is very hard to maintain all the pieces to keep it great. And I know you're experiencing it. You may not want to admit it, or maybe you're not eating as well as you used to. Maybe you're not working out as well as you used to. Maybe you're not going to bed as early as you used to. Maybe you're not doing some of the things you used to take care of really well. You're just not doing it as well today. That's a natural phenomenon. We all experience it. By the way, me included. Since I started the channel, I've been wearing polo shirts, and I've been kind of telling myself that's okay. People are more comfortable around me. But I think it was really an excuse system to say, hey, I don't need to dress up every day. It's just a little piece of entropy. And I'll tell you the other thing, even my company, we've been in business 24 years. And even our company, with all the people and all the processes and all the examples and all the history and experience doing things, we still have entropy. It's just something everybody has to deal with. And so, rip your life apart. Look in all the dark corners, whether it be your business, your job, your relationships, whatever part you want to look at. If something's not going as well as it used to go, really rip it apart and look for that entropy, and then protect against it. And what you've seen me doing over the last few weeks is starting to protect against my own entropy. That we're starting to have little misses in the company. And so I have to protect against that. I have to step my own game up back to the highest level so that I can lead others at the highest level. And that's what you've been seeing. Some of the things about getting your mind in the right place and keeping your mind in the right place. So I've got 3 things I want to show you. I've got 3 books. that I just want to talk to you about, and I'm going to show them to you in a minute because we don't have to write them down as I speak. So if you want to get your head in the right place about how to create and run a business or how to create excellence, the book, it may even be a cliche today, I don't know, but it's one of the first things I'd have you read is Great by Choice, and it's with Jim Collins. This book talks about bullets versus cannonballs, 5 miles a day. These are just concepts that I really think you need to understand and really start to employ if you're going to get serious about being great. The other one I've talked about in the past is Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or 7 Habits. I can't recommend that book high enough. If you only read one, that's the one I would read. It talks about life habits, life behaviors, life changes that you need. And in fact, to this day, I still keep this in my desk, Daily Reflections for Highly Effective People. And it every day, there's a quote. It doesn't take long to read it. I mean, look how short these things are. But you can highlight them, you can take notes, it just puts your mind in the right place at the beginning of every single day. If you're not reading like this, if you're not putting your head in that space, it's very hard to operate there. You can buy these things on audiobook. I mean, I get nothing for it. These people have no idea who I am. But I'm trying to get your head in the right space as you try to create excellence in your life, whether it be professionally or personally. And the last one I would read was written back in the Depression. It's by a guy named Napoleon Hill. And this is also a daily book. But he wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich. And what he really meant by that was think. Think. Most of you don't think anymore. You know, it's not something we bring out in our media. It's not something we're taught in school, but we have to sit down and think. Shut up, get quiet, and think. Turn off the YouTube videos, turn off the television, turn off FaceTime, you know, and really think about what you want in life. So Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, his daily book, Stephen Covey and 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and then Great by Choice by Jim Collins. So those are the things that I would ask you if you really want to get started about thinking differently about your life. If you want to kind of get what am I doing as I try to fight the entropy from my life, both professionally and personally. That's what's going on when you see this. So guys, where are we? We're about 8 minutes today, so let's keep the video shorter today. The last couple have been really long. Yesterday was 27 minutes. That's insane. That's all I got. Thanks, you guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back on Monday. Bye, everybody.